So I have exactly 30 in-game Eorzean minutes to catch this fucking fish. That is a non-joke. Let's fucking do it. I got it. No problem. Like, I'm so fucking good at this video game. Alright, no big deal. Just approximately like 6 minutes. I was like looking at the time and I was like, ah shit, okay, bye, Chocobo. Fishing Friday, baby. Yeah. To be honest, I thought about some things I could do for Fishing Friday that would be funny, but I was like, none of them are actually fishing though. That was the main problem. Oh, I forgot to close the doors. Silly me. How many doors do you have in your room? You can fish in Genshin Impact. I thought about that. I really did. And then I remembered fishing in Genshin Impact fucking sucks. It's really bad. I never do it. I couldn't even do it to get the catch. Like, I was like, this shit's so boring, so tedious. You have to move around so much, and doing that in Genshin fucking sucks. So I was like, I might have to shelve that for a bit. You know, let me switch my bait over so I don't waste my spoon worms. As we fish. It's crazy. So I was like, I can't do that. Then I'm like, what about Fortnite? Well, no one's here to play Fortnite. Yoshi's in Japan. Lumbercat's not here. Liara is always a no-show. Oh, shit. This one. 3 1-hour sessions in random games. Well, here's the thing, right? You would think like, well, what games could I do where I can fish? And then I realized I don't actually have that many games with fishing in it. I have a few games with fishing in it, sure, but not a whole lot. So then my brain was like, well, what if I did a bunch of games that are associated not with fishing, but with fish? Just like fucking boot up Yu-Gi-Oh! And play a full fish deck during Fishing Friday. And I'm like, no one wants to watch me like play Yu-Gi-Oh! When I know the deck. Never mind where I'm playing some bullshit I don't know. And I was like, okay, what else? I'm like, what else do I own that has fishing? I'm like, okay. Terraria has fishing, but I'm on a new computer, so I don't have anything downloaded. Persona 5 has fishing, but it's in like the middle of the game, and I don't have a save in the middle of the game to fish with. Okay. I realized I really just don't got a game. Well, like I could just go fishing in, like on the spot. I just don't play those kind of games. I could do Persona 5 fishing, and I don't. Remember, I'm the kind of person that only does one save the entire way through an RPG. Because I will simply just play through like a 90-hour game a second time if I miss something. I'll just do it again. Baby. So I'm not gonna act like I don't have things that could work, but I don't have anything that particularly works. Honestly, web fishing was such a fucking... Here's the thing. I looked up, right? Multiplayer fishing games. And the stupid Google AI had a picture of web fishing and then proceeded to never fucking mention it ever in the fucking thing that it said. It was like, why not? Like, Fishing World or something. I'm like, fucking no. I fucking hate Google AI's answer bullshit, man. Oh shit. It's funny because I was literally asked today, like, our kettle sometimes like malfunctions, and my mom's like, well, look, I looked it up and it says that you can factory reset it. I look at it and I'm like, I try what it does. And then it was like, I looked at it, I'm like, this literally doesn't work. We don't have the buttons they're asking for. So instead I went to the sources that this fucking AI was trying to use and it said something completely different. How bad is this fucking AI? Anyway, I did manage to get to work. The best bet you're gonna get besides something like web fishing is some MMO. I'm literally doing that right now. Where do you think I am? You have an electric kettle? Yep. I'm in an MMO that you can play with me for free and still no one's here. It's crazy. I can't do anything. Bro, I gotta wait so fucking long before I can actually do anything in this damn game. I have to wait till 6 p.m. It's 8 in the morning. Yeah, I mean, I might as well do like something else. Wait, look at this, look at this, look at this. New armor. But yeah, I do have an electric kettle. And it seems to be working just fine now. Gun. Alright, here we go. If I get the fucking train. Okay, that was way too fast for me to be. That was no, I don't trust that with a fucking 10-foot pole, actually. Where the fuck are you putting me? Ah, fuck. It's dead. Ah, shit. I'll be fine, I'm sure. It's about to get really loud, by the way. Let's see. System config, volume. Put that down to like 35 for us. I'm jamming. It's a little too loud.
You are bound by the limits of flesh. It will betray you.
Anyway, I've only done this fight once, and I literally don't remember it even a little bit.
Drag them to their graves.
Is this like one of those fights with the two... Ah, right. Well, whatever. It's been a minute. I'm trusting this guy. Oh yeah, actually. That makes sense. Okay, I see now. Teehee. Ah, fuck.
not see. Death is upon you.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, am I about to get fucking killed because this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing? But no, we're fine.
Perhaps this.
Soul reaping. Me when I'm a circle. That has to be up close, right?
Kill them.
Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, come on. Frick you, buddy. Yeah, okay.
Bothersome.
Don't forget, he has the funny circle on him. Okay, I did that like way too early, actually. There we go.
Kill them.
Pew, pew.
Fear compounds fear, eroding your strength.
Yeah, I'm so scared, dude. I have like 3 stacks of Vol and I'm still not worried. Okay, I'm a little worried. That did almost kill me. Oh, fuck. I don't remember how to do this shit. Doesn't matter. I'm the best to ever do it. Oh, hey, that one did 200,000 damage to me despite being 2 inches away from my comrade. Thanks, game. Fucking sick nasty. I'm not gonna take any damage from that because I'm built different. What do you think? I'm just gonna randomly start attacking? I know how this fucking game works. Whoops. One day I'll get a trial that I've done more than a single fucking time on stream, and I'll be like, I'll be able to show off how much I know about them, but unfortunately, go fuck yourself. The game does not let me.
Accepting death is the greatest sin a life can commit.
Don't care, didn't ask or whatever.
The endless darkness engulfs you.
Fishing, let's go. True. Where the fuck Necron go? Ah, fuck, I knew it. Get me the fuck out of here. Ooh, fucking silly ass death. Get me out of here. Doom me. Mech is so fun. It's so true. Hey, gamers.
Still alive. But there are ways to change that.
We love Anchor Shot. Well, I wish Anchor Shot had a second charge, but yeah. Otherwise, I'm a pretty big fan.
There.
I've learned, okay? I paid attention to the mechanic. I know how this works now.
Those who do not resist death deserve it.
Oh, well, that's kind of fucked up. Who's this bozo? Oh, it's Death. Okay, out and then in. And then out again. And then in again.
I am prepared for you.
Out, in, out. Okay, where are we starting? Out, in. Is that starting in? I think it's starting in. Yeah. I mean, it's still this, so. We literally killed Hades. Oh no, this is more of like a literal manifestation of death than Hades, who is like just using death as a name, if that makes sense. Come on, gamers. Gamers! Gamers! What are you doing?
There.
God damn it.
Struggle in vain.
But we killed Entropy last expansion? No, 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 not Entropy. Death. These motherfuckers. By the way, absolute dumb as hell.
Once the terror takes root,
There's 8 of us.
it will only
How are you
continue
stopped
to
on
grow.
2 things with 4? Whatever. Thank you.
Kill them.
Yeah, I'm not getting hit by that shit. Fuck you.
Fear compounds force, eroding your strength.
Alright, we're done. Good job, no one used their thing. I'll give it to the healers who kept resing me. Because I kept getting killed. Alright. We still have quite a long time. Post logs you won't? I don't keep track of my logs because I'm not a TOS breaking piece of trash. I only follow TOS, always. There was a part of my days where even I was succumbed to the knowledge of, to the temptation of keeping track of the funny numbers. But then I realized it doesn't matter because I don't do fucking content. And after that realization, I was enlightened. Then I was like, even the content I do, it doesn't matter. As long as we win. I would really like it for me to do trials though, and not get like one of the last 3 trials released. So that I have any semblance of what the fuck is going on. But the game refuses. It simply keeps throwing me into these trials that I've done a single time and I've completely forgotten. Which is fair. That's kind of like a good fuck you to me, but come on, man. Give me some Binema. Alright, what else? What can I do in the meantime? Expert roulette? Expert roulette gaming? No. No. I have to wait till 6 fucking PM. I got what? Basically 6 in-game hours to go. It takes half an hour. No, okay. I'm pretty sure 6 hours does not take 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure. I'm not confident, but I'm pretty sure. What level was my web mage? 90. The wrong thing. They should do an ultimate roulette. I don't got any of those unlocked. That's like me doing alliance raid. I'm just saying they should make it happen. Who's gonna do that? Real fucking crazy people, I suppose. I know people? Yeah, same. I'm gonna be super real. I also know people. I don't know, man. I don't know any of these fucking dungeons. Anything after Dead Walk. I don't really know. These were added and I'm like, okay, my brain does not fucking remember. All these I know though. Oh boy, do I know Vanguard. How many times have I run Vanguard? Queue for the twinning? Oh shit. That's a good point. We should queue for the twinning. Less than 5 minutes. That's actually crazy. Why are people queuing for the twinning? I'll just put the music up and let that do the talking. And that should get us pretty close to 6 if we could actually do get in within 5 minutes. You know full well why? That's true. It's been a while since I did the twinning though. I should be fine though. Probably. I'm like thinking. The first boss is the only one I have to look out for if I remember correctly. It can be kind of annoying if people don't know what they're doing. But everything else I think is literally fine. Run through and aggro everything. As tank, right? As scholar. You're... Man! You know, maybe I'm glad you're not playing. I am the problem. You are the problem. Yeah. Come on. I mean, everything? Yeah, I know. I used to tank for the twinning. You can absolutely pull everything. And I used to. Because, like, I wanted to go fast. Honestly, I'd queue up as tank for this, but it's also way more fun to heal. I mean... Okay. Me laughing as if warrior doesn't exist. Okay, sure, buddy. Way more fun to heal. What healing are you fucking doing? That was a good change. They should make raw intuition even better. I forget what the name of the enhanced form of it is called. Fucking bloodwetting. Ah, yes. I have to fix my fucking glamour is what I gotta do. Like, a bunch of my shit is fucked up. Can 8 War still do endgame content? As long as it doesn't have, like a time limit, yeah. Like, very easily. That's funny. It's stupid. Warrior is just like has so much. Well, the thing is, other tanks have pretty good self-sustain too, but nothing can really beat Warrior's ability to like heal itself and others. With bloodwetting. Bloodwetting in what is it? Nation Flash? That's just crazy. You think after 15 years, what, they'd have like a form of warrior that's balanced in all content instead of being like stupid broken in one of them? Nah. Well, we go burr. That's true. I do like Warrior's place of being like pretty good in like end game content and then like absolutely fucking broken in casual shit. Like when I'm a warrior, I love seeing a sage. When I'm a sage, I love seeing a warrior. Like, why bother healing or like worrying at all about the concept of death when you could simply mitigate the damage and then heal it back up? I don't know. This doesn't seem like less than 5 minutes game. I don't know. 4:53? I don't know. Fine, I'll heal. Jeez. I can at least do that much. It wasn't in more than 30 minutes. What the fuck? Why is it? Why are a bunch of healers going into the twinning? Wait, what the fuck? My healing gears, I mean, it's good enough for that, obviously. Let me take a look. 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay, let me make sure this is the right stuff. All right. Yeah, sure, fuck it. Nah, that's gotta be a lie, right? More than 30 minutes. What will happen first? It becoming 6 o'clock in game or me getting into the twinning? I'll sacrifice time to get into the twinning if you hit it like right beforehand. 6 o'clock for sure? Nah. This is lying. There's no actual way that it's fucking more than 30 minutes and the DPS queue was less than 5. Someone out there's got to be doing what? 50, 60, 70, 80 roulette? High level dungeons, that's what it's called. Guarantee you there's a tank shortage. I mean, obviously. But like, I don't want to play tank. I don't remember what the fuck to do as a tank in that fight. I don't even think I have war level to 100. Yep, nope. 90. I'll get that up at some point. All you gotta do is AoE. True. But why is there a tank shortage and not a healer shortage? Did everyone already level their tanks? Just hold aggro? Yeah, but I like to press the funny button. See, the problem with the way I play Final Fantasy XIV is I love to fucking move. It's a real problem when it comes to tanking. There are some people who are like, I will stand in the same place for the entire 15-minute fights. Just play monk then? No. I don't want to move in the way the game wants me to move. That's why I play mech. So that I don't have a restriction on my movement. To as mech? Yeah. Let's go! Settings. System config, music, backup. Hell yeah. Don't forget food buffs. This motherfucker thinks I'm not max level. Fuck it. I'm just gonna stand here and press my AoE button. Honestly, it needs to be louder. They don't need me. Okay, that's a bit too loud. Oh, I don't have the laser at this level. Oh, man. I'm a little bit worried why I have so much aggro here, but I think it's fine, probably. Why is this so loud? Whatever. Oh, do I have the AoE dot yet? I don't. Wait, what the fuck? How did Toxicon fail? It's insta-cast! I hope this guy full pulls these next couple parts. Fuck it. I'm a baby! Ba-da-bum, 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 ba-bum. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, now do I remember this asshole? I remember him being the only problematic boss in this whole thing. Bum. Insatiable also really fucking good, by the way. You don't remember what anything does here? That's fair. These aren't lines, yeah. You're not supposed to let those guys free. In case you're wondering. Penheima! Same with these. And he let him go. God damn it! Alright, well. They are absolutely not making this shit easy for me. Alright, what number am I? 3? There you go, you did it right! Yippee! I would love to get close here, but easy. All right. Yeah, that one can get a little out of hand if if they don't if they let all of those break on the first fucking attack. But we're fine. That's what it was. They made it so that the boss music that typically is kept for the last boss is the mid-boss music. because the mid-boss music wasn't good enough, apparently, for most people here. Let's see here. Haima. Oxycon. Two, three, four, five. Hell yeah. Ba, 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 da, bum, ba, ba, bum. This guy has shields. Let's get our asses in there. Chicken tenders, true. Ba-da-ba-da-ba time. I should use Panheima. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Boom. Next boss, right on the fucking reset of the music. Perfect. This guy's all lightning shit. I don't remember him being particularly difficult. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-down. Thunder Beam! You and the mechanic is just walk a little bit. Yeah, come on now. Someone got hit by that shit. Point and laugh. Wow, it's literally nothing. I told you. That first boss has like actual mechanics and this guy's like super fucking easy. I get out off in time, I did this. Oh, whoops. Reaper, you could have just stood with me, you know. I do think it's funny how you have like the last boss, which had like, hey, yeah, mechanics are simple, but at least you have to aim yourself, and then there's this boss which is like, just kill me. Oh shit, it's 6! Alright, we gotta finish this shit up. It's actually almost 7. God damn. There's one that doesn't have it. There you are. Not a coward, confirmed. Let's go. Too bad there's not much else you can get here. God, Heima's good. I mean, Panheima's also good, but... Bump, bump, bump. Bow. And this is the coffee pot, right? Now we're coffee pot gaming. Ba-da-ba-da-bum time. Woo! Penheimer! Physics, this. Fuck it. I'll just eat it. I have so many fucking mitigation effects, man. Dude, these motherfuckers scare me. Oh no! Little slow on this one, guys, but that's alright. Let's get her done. Ah, Tycoon! Ba-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Twang. This idiot fucking ran into it. Are you joking? Let's see, what are we looking at? Artificial gravity. Rail cannon. You're fine. What are we looking at here? Whoa! Kind of annoying. Let's see, anyone get hit? Nope. Nice. Oh, my dot's off. Literally wasn't paying attention. Too busy fucking listening to the music. Artificial gravity next, right? Yep. Oh, fuck! Damn! Woo! Yeah, that shit can hurt. Man, what a fucking good dungeon. Anyway, give that to the tank. They did a great job. Alright. We got a fish. We got a fish. We got a fish right now. Settings. System config. 50%. 47, sure, fucking whatever. Alright, it's time. It took a little bit. Almost the first part of the stream. But it's finally time to fish. Alright, here we go. I forgot to switch my bait. There we go. Okay. Now it's time to fish. It's so funny that the Tycoon was considered to be like a hard boss back when Shadowbringers was out. Now I'm like, that shit was so fucking easy. Like the shit they're putting in the new fights is so crazy compared to that. All right, now we're fishing. Come on, I only need 3 more and I'm done with this quest. Please. I'm getting really lucky here. Holy. Now this is gaming. Now this is pod racing. Damn it. Yeah, I deserve that game. Okay, go, fuck me, fuck me. That's not the right fish. That was a good dungeon. Ba-da-ba-boom. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum. That's like the dungeon you go to fucking just listen to the music. You get like 3 banger tracks. You got the boss theme, a long fall, and then I forget which Omega track that is, but it's real good. No, Alexander track? That's an Alexander track. I think? Yeah, brain. That's an Alexander track. I'm trying to think, what are some other banger dungeons? There are other good dungeons, but ones that with like that quality of music the whole way through. I really like Shadowbringer's first dungeon. That one goes so fucking hard. I think that's like the perfect setup to the expansion. Let me take a look. Move this to the side so I can see what kind of fish it is. Mount Holmster Switch. Fucking great dungeon. God damn it. Heroes Gauntlet. These are all pretty fucking good. What about Endwalker? Less of a fan of most of these. Aether Font's fine. Lidoscope's fine. Dead End. These are all fine. What about here? I like Deadwalk. I like Alexandra. I like Vanguard. I like Origenics. That's a pretty good one. Oh, you know what has a crazy one? Fucking The Burn. Fucking Fishing Friday. Well, wrong type of fishing. I'm not out here trying to scam people of their personal information. Can I please get this fish? Can I please get it? I'm almost done. The Grimlit Dark, another banger. Yeah, Stormblood has some really good dungeons. A fishing story of my mom's? Of course you can. It's Fishing Friday. God damn it. I'm awake. Good morning. Downtown, and there's meters for parking. Okay, where is this going? Wrong one. Okay, never mind. In my head, I'm in my head, I'm building a narrative. Let's see how close it is to what actually happened. It's like a creative writing exercise. She saw a sticker with a QR code on it that said pay by accessing our app here or something. So she scanned it, signed up. Oh boy. They tried to charge her $45 that it was a scam, which to me, like, I in our like modernized, I got one. Wait, holy fuck, I'm done. I don't need to be doing this shit no more. Let's go. They just made a reasonable amount of money for parking. She would have never known. That's true. In the modern age, like, so many things are having you scan QR codes to do shit. That's a pretty good way to do it, but it would be on like a metal plate. You know what I mean? Although, okay, not that I would scam people like this, but if they did put it on a metal plate, I would just put a sticker of a different QR code on top of the metal plate. So that they get redirected where I want them to go. Maybe they just shouldn't use QR codes and instead should just use a regular fucking meter. Or maybe I'm crazy, but maybe parking shouldn't be like super expensive. I understand that's a revenue source for cities, but parking should not cost money. However, also there needs to be like good public transportation before people are like incentivized to not take a car into a city. So like, I would say take your poison, but in this case you should take both poisons. Actually, I'm gonna hand this quest in. If I throw these fish out without putting the quest in, I might actually like commit crimes. Lamau. Yay! Oh boy, 2 poisons. Also, look at how much better my game's running. I did some shit. Because the mystery doesn't carry change with them. Yeah, that's also a good point. Here you go, your fish. I don't care about the story of Fisher. I'm gonna be so fucking real with you. All these ARR story quests are mostly, well, they're okay in the, yeah, fish out of water. Forgotten Springs, what the fuck? Using my phone. It's like positives and negatives, right? As less people have change for things, the old meters are kind of becoming troublesome. But at the same time, they're so much better than having to like download an app or like use your phone for something. Desert catfish. All right, I'll figure out how to do that later. For the coins, thankfully no app. Oh my, the way I look at it is like, no matter what you do, as long as there's like a digital component to it, someone could just slap like a casing above it. And that like steals your data. By acting as like a middleman between you and the machine. I kind of want to go fish in a wine port. Yeah, it's scary. This wouldn't be a problem if money wasn't real, but you know. About card shims? No, I'm talking about like way like really advanced I don't know if you've ever seen it. Like the way some people made custom coverings for the for ATMs that would literally just act as if they were a regular ATM but would be stealing your information. Like, how could she know? Yup, it's bullshit is what it is. Yeah, let's fish here. This seems like a really fun place to fish. Ah. All right, I am literally in the process of fishing right now. Oh yeah. It's nice and quiet here. The fuck? Oh. Yeah, I should change my bait. I agree. How about this? It's fucked up. And it would be a real shame if like... Yeah, I think what you're describing is a card shim. I don't think so, but... Let me double check. Oh shit, I did catch something. I wasn't expecting that. Magic prop. No. Placing a small device. Yeah, so it'd be like this, but way bigger. Like, they would replace like almost like the entire casing of the ATM rather than just the part where you put your card in. They really want your information, is what I'm saying. You bad what I'm putting in my pin. I think that's safe. I think that's safe, to be completely real with you. But man, it's a good thing that scams are totally legal in the United States of America. It would be so fucking cool if we made scamming people illegal. But nope. It's just straight up. What are they going to do? They're going to be like, oh, well, you lost your money. Shouldn't have been like scammed. Like, this society fucking sucks, man. It's so stupid. Darwin, that's the free will, the free market. Crypto bro who just got rug pulled for the 9th time be like, nah, that was just a mistake. I will never make that fucking error again. Ugh. God. But nope. Scamming, totally legal. Totally legal. There's like the amount of different ways to scam people that are just totally left completely unchecked is actually mind-boggling. I just don't understand, man. I guess it's because it keeps the economy going or whatever. But fuck. Maybe we shouldn't have an economy where we require people to get scammed out of their money in order to function. But what do I know? This is a completely high-space economy? Literally, yeah. Where shame was still a thing? That would be nice. But a lot of people really like money and will do anything to get it, but would never like do something productive. They'll just do something fucked up. But you're right. We live in a heist-based economy where everyone's attempting to get your money from you in whatever scummy way they could possibly think. You name it, people be doing it. The fact that drop shipping is a thing that is not only something that you can do right now as a regular person, but is totally legal, is unbelievably fucked. That is like scamming on a large scale. It's insane. I mean, a lot of things are scamming on a large scale. I mean, I could go off on like a billion different fucking industries that are literally just scams, like with the veneer of authenticity, but in social acceptance based almost entirely off like historical acceptance. It's bleh. Bleh. And you know what's not a scam? Giving me money. You know why? Because I give you things in return. I'm somehow less of a scam and I'm a fucking streamer. Lamprey. Ah, man, it's fucking dumb. How did we get here? I know the answer to that. Capitalism, but probably just do crypto now. I have such horrible news for you, Neo. I have such horrible news about the state of dropshipping right now. What you have less now are people pretending to be like their own thing. Nowadays, people are just like, yeah, I'm dropshipping. What are you going to do about it? You wanted this funny thing you saw on this Facebook ad. Now buy it. The amount of times my mom comes up to me with like an ad from fucking Facebook and being like, hey, where can I buy this? I'm like, what the fuck? No one asked, Jamie. We're talking about real shit. Your AI generating the drop shipping products. Yeah, that too. But like at that point, it's just like a scammer using scamming things to scam people. At that point, it's like, what else you want? Like, here's the thing. If they're already scamming people, what does it matter like how much of a scam the scam is? Like, you're already scamming people. That should be enough to be like, this should not be allowed. Instead, it's like, well, technically they're giving you a product that they bought for 10 cents on AliExpress for $40. Like, that's not a scam per se. Fuck you. Fuck you! I say it. That's just like one form of a scam. There's so many more. We live in a real peace. But this is why you should support your local artists or your artist in general. that make real products with their real hands. Unless they don't, like, they're missing a hand or something. I guess in that case, even if they build it with the fake hand, that's probably still okay. I don't know the efficacy of that, so it's probably fine. But yeah, you're definitely right in that, like, it's gotten worse because of people generating the dropshipped products using AI, like, to get images for it. But it's just like compounding a problem that we've allowed to exist for some reason. For some goddamn reason. We stole stuff normally. Well, that's also not true. First of all, the back in your day wasn't all too long ago. So you kind of have that going for you. But I mean, even back in my day, people did, like, were still scamming people out of shit. Just in, like, different ways. More like, now I'm not going to say creative ways, but definitely more high effort ways than they are now. Nowadays, I feel like you don't even need to do that much to scam someone. I swear, every other call I hear with my mom and my grandma when they're talking to each other is my mom being like, no, that's not real. Stop clicking on links that you see. Like, not, they're trying to steal your information. My grandma's like, yeah, but I wanted this. And I'm like, oh, my mom's like, no, it's not real. It's fucked. I feel like so much of the scam economy happens, like, specifically targeting, like, old people products. Like, obviously, I know, but maybe we should do something about that. No, we're not? Oh, okay. Any grandparents, lol. It's pretty great having grandparents. It does suck having to see them, like, get scammed a bunch, but, like, what am I gonna do? I'm not there for her, like, every step of the way, you know? I'm more likely to get hacked than I am to get scams, just because I do a lot of research before I buy anything because I'm a piece of shit and I don't trust myself even a little bit. Booch. So I do a lot of research beforehand to make sure what I'm getting is, like, what I want from, like, a reputable source and all that fun shit. The only scam I fall for these days is a new gacha game coming out, and I'm like, yeah, no, this one won't be fucking a piece of shit. This one won't be a scumbag. Yeah, it always is. Nah, but Petite Plan is gonna be different. Copium. Anyway, let me go do Icicle real quick. Oh, I looked at the time. Gacha devs make games that aren't gacha. That's true. Rainbow Worm, that's not an item, that's a trinket. Here's the thing. There's a lot of gacha game devs that do make games that aren't gachas. The problem is gacha games make so much fucking money because it's literally gambling. You know? Anyway, I need an Isaac item, not a trinket. Item. Why can't? Huh? How about you show Icicle? That's a good point. I haven't done anything yet, but I definitely should have showed Icicle first. I was even looking at OBS like, yeah, this looks right. All I'm saying is that if you took the money factor out of making games, we'd have a lot better games, a lot less, okay, a lot more garbage as well. But the games we'd actually get would be pretty fucking good and not like solely focused on pushing the boundaries of like how realistic of graphics we get. Because a lot of the people that are just in it for the money, that's kind of what their deal is. What do you mean more garbage? Well, if you take the money out of games, that kind of is like taking the money out of everything. So a lot more people would be making games, and a lot more people would be making some like those garbage games. Not to say that the games themselves aren't like valid for existing, but boy, they'd probably be pretty bad. But that's okay. You know what they say about garbage. One person's garbage is another person's treasure or something like that. Anyway, can I have an item? But I do wonder, like, how many people, like, would just stop making games if the money incentive was taken out of it. I think that would show a lot about, like, how creatives work. This is not a great guess. Fuck. How about cube of meat? Interesting. Contact damage. Well, Midas touch. Midas touch. Item room contact damage. Tooth and nail? That's gray. Put among their desire for profit. Here's what would happen. More garbage is made by people who don't have any true interest in the hobby and are incentivized by the money. There's definitely a lot of garbage like that, for sure. I'm trying to think what would win out in the ends, though. Like, would enough people stop versus the amount of people that come in now that they're free to do what actually interests them? Or like, what would that be? I think it is like a 50-50 one way or another. On whether to be more or less garbage. They do enjoy making video games. Here's the thing. The developers at Nintendo would probably still be making games. But the company as a whole would probably splinter. Because a lot of people at Nintendo are not developers. They're like legal, they're marketing, it's, you know, all that fun stuff. IP management. Now those people would get the fuck out. I can't think of any more items that give you fucking contact damage. Oh, I guess it could still be a familiar. Like, evil laws are important. Laws are important. Yeah. That's not what I'm saying, though. I'm saying that a lot of the people who handle the legal stuff at Nintendo are there for the money. How about, what is that called? It starts with a T, I think. Bloodshot eye? Hey, that's not bad. Can I have like a color? White. Shit. Bone jaw. Oh shit, I got it. Get owned. To legislate around them. But that's pedantry. Actually, Lion DAE, I mentioned earlier in the hypothetical that the only way this would make sense if the money was taken out of all actions. People don't do legal for the fun of it. Yeah. That's what I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying, right? I don't think, I think you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm not saying like, those people are there for the fun of it, or that like, even that they enjoy what they do. But that if money wasn't a factor in all of this, those kind of people wouldn't exist. But that makes up a large portion of like what Nintendo is. Nintendo isn't just like the developers. It's all of the systems in place around the company. But a lot of those systems I don't think would exist if not for the monetary incentive. But I do think the developers would still be making games. I think they truly do love to make it. I know how a company works. Cease, child. No, you do not. Rainbow worm. Yeah, that makes sense. Got it. Because here's the fucked up part. No company is identical. They're all... Well, then no companies would exist in a hypothetical. Man, I like this hypothetical a lot. I like this hypothetical a lot. I think that's a good thing, actually. I'd rather things be like teams than like huge ass things. Like a company. Give me a red patch, by the way. Ah, shit. Less? Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. Less! Less! Dot M or M dot? Yeah, okay. Fucking... Ugh. The structure of companies is fucked, by the way. It's maybe the most fucked thing in the world. So maybe I'm right and there just should be 0 of them. Maybe we should just fucking destroy the current system. Ah. These are max. Easy. Prevent you from taking damage? Not that. It's jelly bean. A form of contact damage? Items with multiples. Fuck you. Stone Joiner? Rock? Fuck you. All right, I need a Pokemon. Ditto. Fully evolved monotype purple in a forest. Purple fully evolved monotype in a forest. This is fucked up. I can't fucking visualize things in my mind. They're like a bug? Mono bug? Not really. How about like a poison type? Poison types love to be purple. Mono poison hasn't been used much since Gen 1. Forest. Fully evolved purple. I guess I'll try to get it in the middle. Like Wormadan. It's grass type from Gen 4. Cherim. Personally, I would describe that as pink, green, and purple, but whatever. That's Chingling. Because of Blank's virulent poison and daunting physical prowess, no other species could hope to best it on the frozen highlands. Preferring solitude, this species does not form packs. Sneasler? Yep. Ah, fuck. Like, this one's like on the tip of my brain. What the fuck? There's no way it's like Vespiqueen, Kadabra. Kadabra? That could be like Kadabra. It could be Shuckle even. No, that's red. That's red. Are you Kadabra? No. Zera Aura? No, come on. Oh my. Jamomo. No, the other one. It's like Kamo or something. Fuck, I don't remember. J again? No, it's not J. It's not K either. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought it was J. I could have sworn it was J. Fuck. Okay. Oh. Fuck. What is this Pokemon? Damn it. Okay. Komo. What's its name? Oh, fuck. Definitely not G, right? DSACXC. C? I don't think so, but I'll give it a shot. No. VBNMLK? Are you sure it's not K? J. GFDPOIUTR? I could have sworn it was Giacomo. Homo Giacomo. S? There's no fucking way. It's S. Yeah, that shit ain't S. What the fuck is this idiot's name? G? No, I already checked G. It wasn't there. Yeah. Fuck it. Every letter time. Homo. Regieleki. It's not Reggie Electric. I'm going crazy. I know who this is. I just don't know its name. Some people would say that that means I don't know who it is, but that's beside the point. It's the middle form, the pre-evolution of Jamo Komo. Are you sure it's not like H? Oh yeah, there it is. Hakamo. See? Okay, that took me way too long. I'm gonna be super real with you. All right. Fishin'. Okay, bye, nerd. Whatever. Alrighty. Well, now we kind of just fish for like an hour and a half. So what's up, chat? What other topics of conversation can I have? I'm gonna try to think of something. I'm gonna try to think of something. But silence for an hour and a half. Ambient sounds of fishing to relax to. Doubtful. Oh, you know what did release? Speaking of Pokemon, Alpha Rad released Too Many Types 2. I did not play the first one because I saw too much of it before, to the point where I was like, nothing's gonna surprise me. But I saw the video release and my ass was like, open the video, go to description, download mod, download patch. So I have that. It's got a lot of origin. It's really not. I'm usually dead silent while I'm playing games. But obviously I don't want to just like sit here and say nothing. Anyway, I'll be playing Too Many Types. So I'll take suggestions for Pokemon. If they show up, I'll use. I love using Pokemon I don't typically use. So go open up a Pokedex. I don't know how many Pokemon are in this, but I'll just assume all the way up through Gen 9. Whimsicott? I'd hate to be like, can you choose something I've never used before? But I can take a look if it shows up. I use Whimsicott like a lot. I do enjoy it. One of the memories I have of college was that I was leaving for vacation in Colorado for school. And in the car, I was shiny hunting for a shiny Whimsicott. And I managed to get one while we were parking to go eat breakfast. Good shit. This is on the 3DS, I think I did it on. Or the 3DS. Yeah, sounds right. I had the fairy typing by then. Huge fan of Whimsicott. Great Pokemon. Didn't really pay much attention to it before it got its fairy typing, but that's beside the point. I think that's true for a lot of people. Actually, I think for a lot of people, they're like, that's a Gen 5 Pokemon? Because they kind of more associate it with one of the later gens. Alola Mola? I mean, sure. If it shows up, I'll use Alola Mola. Galarian Rapidash. Now, that's a Pokemon I haven't used before. because it's not good. Alola surprisingly pretty good. Haven't used it before, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Galarian Rapidash. I'm trying to think, would it be better if I kept it as a Galarian Ponyta and put an Eviolite on it? I don't think so, but I do really like Galarian Ponyta more than I like Galarian Rapidash. We'll see. I'll see how it goes. Let me write this shit down somewhere. Do I even have anything to write with? I don't. Huh. Yeah, fuck it. I'll make a document in my fucking writing app. I'll just write it down. Alright, here we go. Galarian Rapidash. Alomomola. The funniest thing about Alomomola to me is that it's not from Alola. That's the most Alola coded Pokemon of all time, and it's just not from that generation. I'm trying to think, what's a Pokemon I've never used? I've used Orbeetle. That was the first one to come to my mind. I don't know why. Fucking mooch. I've used a lot of Pokemon. I haven't used a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon because they're all bad. Hell yeah, yep. Mothim. That's really annoying, you know that? But I'll write it down. Mothim. That's, how the fuck do you evolve a Burmy into a Mothim again? I don't even fucking remember. It's one of those things I, like, literally don't know. This team, funny enough, if I was to use these three Pokemon, it would have pretty good type coverage so far. We got Water, Fairy, Psychic, Bug, Flying. That's not bad. I mean, the water is like the cornerstone of all of that, but we can ignore that. It's weak to like electric and grass. Mothim fucking owns grass types, and Rapidash is like good enough, I'm sure. Mothim will also get destroyed by electric types. I just don't know like the like where things spawn or like what's actually in, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Man, that wind is fucking strong today. Holy shit. I've used a lot of Pokemon throughout my time. Windy as fuck. Yeah. Which makes sense. I've played a lot of Pokemon games. I've used Love Disc. It's bad. I've used Wishcash. I haven't used Clamperl or any of its evolutions. I feel like that would be kind of interesting. The thing about Clamperl is, have you looked at its special attack? It's actually kind of crazy. I think Clamperl is literally better than both of its evolutions with an Eviolite. I'm going to be super real with you. I've used a Relicanth. I'm like, why? I don't know why I'm so Gen 3 coded. I'm like, have I used every Gen 3 Pokemon? I would love to use Plusle and Minun. I fucking love Plusle and Minun, but the game specifically has to be double battles for that to be fucking anything. Problem is, there's not too many games that are just double battles. So you never get to use Plusle and mine them properly. Let me think. I've used more Pekka. For some reason, I'm like thinking through the Pokemon, like the Pikachu clones. I've used all of them, I think. Yeah, I have used all of them before. The birds, I've obviously used all the birds. Like the Route 1 birds. I think most people have used every Route 1 bird for the games they've played. I'm trying to think which Route 1 bird haven't I used, but I'm like, I've used them all. Oh, wait. Paldea's bird? What is Paldea's bird? Squawkabilly? I definitely have not used Squawkabilly. That's because that Pokemon's kind of fucking lame as hell. I just realized I'm talking about typing as if this isn't too many types, so I won't know the typing at all of these Pokemon, actually. Right, I forgot about that little snafu. Right, okay. Maybe I should like reevaluate. Who knows, maybe a Alola will be fucking crazy. But it is a fish. If there's a fish type, it's gonna get the fish type. Guaranteed. Fish type. I'm trying to think. I think the Pokemon I've used most has been a form of Eevee for sure. So it's to deal with the mod thing, this mod thing then. So it just makes it so that all the Pokemons have a bunch of fucking types. They add like a billion types. Not a billion, but you know what I mean. So that it makes it incomprehensible to play, more or less. Like relying on type charts. A billion cereal? Let me see what the actual thing. It's like 667 types, yeah. It's a lot. Let me see what the actual number is for this. 1 second, I gotta catch this fish. Like made up types? Oh yeah, made up types. So it's 80 total types in this one. Pokemon can have up to 3 types. Features included but not limited to soft level caps, level scaling, randomized trainers based on trainer class. Not randomized, no EVs, infinite and cap candy. Good shit, good shit. But basically just by having like 80 types plus the ability to have 3 types makes it, some might say impossible to learn what's good against what. You can do like individual what's good against what, but as soon as you start adding in more types, the math gets a little bit more complex, some might say. So, just give me like a Pokemon you would think would be funny for me to have on a team. That's what the rest of these people have given me. Curse of Alola. You know a lot of Pokemon now. At this point. Now, I can't guarantee that they will show up, but I'll at least use them if they do. And I'll stick to that. It also has a bunch of other shit in it, the mod. But I don't know because I haven't started it yet. I made my character. I saw that we didn't start in Petalburg, and I was like, ah, shit, this is gonna take too long. So I closed it and was like, I'll wait to play it after stream. So I'm like an hour and 15 minutes. Right now we have quite the cast of Pokemon that I've been requested to use. But we will see. I'm trying to think, what Pokemon would I like to use? I've been trying to figure this out. And I'm not too sure. I'm trying to think of like a Pokemon that might have some cool typings to it. If you were to add a billion typings to us, things. Hisuian Avalugg? You already gave me your option. Plus, Hisuian Avalugg is maybe the Pokemon that would benefit the most from being not it. Low kicks? Oh, fuck yeah. I would love to use low kicks. That's like an actual good Pokemon, too. All right. Added it to the list. If it shows up, that's nimble into low kicks. Let me think. What? But speaking on Hisuian, maybe I can go with the funny option. Give me Sneasler. That'll be my pick. That's a funny one. It's good, but who knows what types they'll get. I always like to make sure I pick an option that's like competent enough to make up for the fact that I don't know what I'm getting myself into. What other Pokemon would I normally never use? I've used so many of them. I've used maybe too many Pokemon. You set a new personal record for Rivers. Thank you, game or whatever. Like, the older the game is, the more likely I've used it. I don't think I've ever used Muck, Weezing, Arbok. I really was a hater of the poison types for a long time. I have used Tentacruel though. Victory Bell I've used. Vileplume I've used. Fishin has become wary. Time to shift positions. Fine. I'll leave Sant here. Let's go look for another nice place to fish from. Let me teleport. Send me to Camp Tranquil. Bum, 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 bum. There's no way I can fish here, even though this is like all water. Because those are like large turtles. These are rivers. Are any of these like slightly larger freshwater rivers with like a decent amount of water in them? These all seem extremely shallow. This is like literally, like that's not even fucking like an inch deep. Okay, so not here. Let's see. Definitely not there. About central. The dungeon. What dungeon is that? The manor. There's no way you can fish there. Oh, look, this place has like a fucking pier. Bum, 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 bum. You know what? I'm actually curious about something. What's the music that plays when I use this mount? What the fuck? Why? All right, low kicks, Motham. Okay, that does leave us with 2 bugs, but chances are they won't both be bugs when we get there. All right, gaming. Oh shit, Sand found me. What the fuck? I'll ask in chat later, and by chat later I mean like chat in like an hour, what starter I should pick. The mirror. Unless I really like one of the choices. I'm usually pretty, I wouldn't say like decided on starters when I start a Pokemon game. I feel like I don't usually have a huge preference, but I definitely know which Pokemon I'm going to choose as my starter before I play a new game. I think it's important to know that before you get in. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting at that screen where you have all 3 of them, and you're going to be like, I can't choose. I get it's supposed to be a pretty tough choice, but I think the hardest choice nowadays, especially replaying the games, is the Gen 7 starters. Gen 3, I basically always pick Mudkip, because then I can have my team be whatever the fuck else I want it to be. Gen 2 is always, well, I wouldn't say always. I think it's 50-50 between Cyndaquil and Totodile, depending on how I'm feeling on that day. I think literally Cyndaquil's the better choice because there's so few fire types. But meh. Gen 1 I always take Bulbasaur, basically for the same reason that I take Mudkip in Gen 3. It just allows me to have more variety on my team. Gen 4. Who is Gen 4? Chimchar, Turtwig, and Polion? Chimchar, Piplup, and Polion. Chimchar's the right choice, but I find myself picking the other 2 more often. That one's pretty close between all 3 of them. Not because they're all particularly good, but because they all bring something that I like. Gen 5. Oh, Gen 5. The problem is I like Oshawott and Dewop more than any of the other first 2 stages, but Serperior is the only good stage 3. So I typically pick Snivy. Gen 6. Who's Gen 6 starters? Oh yeah, Chestnut, Greninja, and Fennekin. I pick Fennekin every time. I don't think I've ever chose any of the other 2. I just don't like them. Gen 7's tough. Literally, it just depends how I'm feeling that day. It's easily the toughest one for me. I initially picked Rowlet. Next playthrough, I picked Popplio. Next playthrough, I picked Litten. And I just, whichever I feel like. Gen 8, I pick Scorbunny every time. Yeah. Yep. Scorbunny. And then Gen 9, I pick Meowscarada. Or Sprigatito, rather. So yeah. Most of the time it's a little bit harder to choose, but there are games where I'm like, I picked this one. They usually do a really good job with the first form starters. I don't think there's any first form starter I dislike other than maybe Don't Tell Liara, Chespin, Tepig. Is that really it? Are those the only two I have a problem with? Yeah. Yeah, it is actually. All the other ones I definitely don't dislike. Those are the only ones where I'm like, wow, they really could have done better with these. I'm kicking ass right now. Oh, nice. I can't wait for Gen 9, man. World's first Necron clear? Oh, Bab's doing Necron. That's actually very funny. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, this place might be a little too quiet, but I think it's because it's nighttime. Yeah. Let me go take a look at what the drape line update is. There it is. And drape line would be around here. Fix an issue. Add a process to correct discrepancy between display PP and save data and actual CPU. Okay, so that's not an update. Unfortunate. Wait, unless there's more? Yesterday. Major update was on, yeah, yesterday. Implemented high difficulty modes. Days of Tornado level 3 to level 9. Monka Giga. As story content, fragments of space-time to scenario. Oh shit, this is like a major update. The Dragon Girl added settings. Always skipped red events. Do not teach words during skip. And training animation speed. Added many items. Added many sparkable skills. Added challenge bosses. Oh shit. Added random events. Added meta progression. Added synergy effects. Added achievements. Increased CP cap from 999 to 1,999. Adjusted the reversal effect of ingredients. Changed so recoil damage can be mitigated by shields. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Increased reward money for defeating enemies. Fuck yeah. Hey, that is a big update. Maybe we'll play some more Drape Line in the future. Depends on how much I have to do for goals this month. It seems like I don't have to do too much, but we'll see. Damn. Bone crayfish. Schedule is gonna be, I'm glad you asked. I think on Christmas Day I should be live, but Christmas Eve is being held at my house. So chances are I will not be able to stream that day. And then obviously every other day doesn't fucking matter to me. Enjoy your holiday. I'm gonna be so fucking real with you. If I can't stream, it's because I'm doing something I don't want to be doing. So. But yeah, that should just be it. As far as I know, that's the only change, which means what? Tomorrow I'm live, Tuesday I'm live, Monday I'm not live. Did I say Tuesday? Why doesn't this show me my calendar? There's my calendar. Put that up. I need to know when Christmas is this week. So Wednesday, I am not live. because that's Christmas Eve. I definitely didn't forget when Christmas Eve is. That would be ridiculous. Thursday, I should be live. Friday, I should be live. Saturday. So I'm going to be literally streaming on Tuesday for Isaac. And then I take a day off. And then I'm back at it. And then Varlet on Christmas. You know, that would be really funny, wouldn't it? That's on a Thursday? When does the Steam sales end? I gotta make sure I buy that game while it's on sale. Or get it while it's on sale, I should say. I don't necessarily need to buy it myself, but you know what I mean. Early January, probably? That makes sense, so that they make sure they get the money from the people who get, like, the Steam gift cards for Christmas. Yeah, because my Christmas stuff usually ends pretty early in the day. Like, I go, I open presents here, I open presents at my dad's house, I go to my grandma's house, we eat a nice big meal, and then I sit there, like, miserable for, like, a couple hours as, like, my family talks to each other, but it's, like, literally just talking in circles, so I'm just, like, losing my mind. And then I go home. We have, like, 15 people in, like, a single room apartment. Like, it's really, we're really not supposed to have that many people in there. It's a fire hazard, but that's Christmas for you. Movie on Christmas Eve, then go do gifts and stuff in the morning on Christmas, and then go see my grandparents for a bit. That's literally what I do. Is that the see my grandparents for a bit ends up being quite a long while. Not that I have much to do, like, to open this year, but you know. It's still Christmas. Christmas, baby! So these next couple of days are just going to be, like, in the morning, doing, like, a little bit of cleaning around the house. Then, like, streaming. Especially this weekend, I'll probably be spending, like, a decent amount of time doing stuff, if I had to take a guess. Dude, I hate the human brain. I was like, am I a little hungry? And my brain was like, you should get chicken nuggets. And I have to tell my brain to shut the fuck up at times. That's not a normal response to have. That's like the demons getting in your head. But, yeah. Just gotta clean up a little bit. We've been doing it, like, pretty slowly over the last couple of days. Just because, like, you have to remember, the room I'm in right now was basically just finished. The dining room was basically just finished. So, like, we're just moving stuff around to where they're supposed to be. But I don't know where they go. My sister doesn't know where they go. Because all of my stuff is literally right where I am right now. At least for stuff that, is not in my room. My room is, like, literally just a bunch of boxes for the most part. There's, like, boxes, like, towers of boxes of stuff just in case I need something from them. The boxes. Anything that, like, comes with something in a box that, and is just the thing, throw the box away. If you have, like, screws or cables or any of that shit, I keep the box. I love being the person that's like, oh, something went wrong. Let me go consult the box. I just, my room is for me to sleep in and store boxes and my brother's stuff. I also have a lot of my brother's stuff in my room. Honestly, I should just put that shit in the basement, but sleeping with the boxes, you know it. Me and the boxes go way back. Here's how you know I don't care what my room looks like. I still haven't unpacked the boxes from when I got back from college. That shit is still in the boxes. Honestly, I should go look what's in those. I don't even remember at this point. College stuff in it too. They sit under my bed. I know exactly where mine is. It's right next. It's right under the window, next to the closet. Joel Liz, that's called being lazy. I mean, yeah, literally. But my room is literally just the place I go to once a day to sleep. That is all my room is. And let me tell you, it does a great job at doing that. I'm basically never in my room other than to sleep. So maybe one day I'll have something that's worth doing in the room, in my room, and I'll be like, all right, time to fucking clean up. It's not that bad, actually. The problem is, like I said, it's a lot of like boxes stacked nicely, I might add. And just like a bunch of like bins. I have like 3 bins in my room right now of my brother's shit. Just because there's nowhere else to put it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't use that space. After my kitchen when I was in college. That's fair. I don't need that stuff because you already have all of it. Yeah, but it's nice to have like your own stuff. Just in case like something happens to the ones you do have. Yeah, that's why it stays in the boxes. Exactly! Everything that I actually need is on my desk. Like the desk I'm on right now. It's got my Switch. It's got my vitamins. It's got my Lactaid. It's got my computer. Like, I don't own a lot. Who would have guessed the person that's pretty anti consumerism doesn't buy that much? Big surprise, I know. Hide your shock real quick. It's raining now, huh? Damn it. But yeah, maybe I'll go look in some of those boxes, see what I still have in there. But the thing is, it's a lot of stuff I bought while I was like, maybe I should buy things to like personalize my college room. So that it's not just like the default college room. But turns out I'm literally perfectly okay with default college room. As long as there's a desk and like a bed, I'll live. Ads start in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That's crazy. Okay, I need something else to talk about. I ran out of shit to say about boxes. Turns out I didn't have that much to say on the subject. What about bookshelves? Don't own any. We used to have bookshelves in our basement and we got rid of them. So we have some bookshelves in the living room, but those don't have books on them. So we really don't got bookshelves. 2 very full bookshelves in my room. That's fair. I have drawers. But even those aren't full. I don't have a lot of stuff. They're half-size ones. I see, I see. So you have 1 full bookshelf. That's full. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't have much. I would like a bookshelf or like a shelf in general for like stuff I need that's not like very important to have on my desk, but that's like a secondary concern. Shelving would be more correct rather than bookcase for that, but birthday like every time. Fucking nerd. Sorry, that's rude. Aren't you a writer? Yeah. Question mark? Ah, fuck. I just remembered I needed to do something. I need to move the Vocaloid fucking engine over to my new computer. Oh, that's gonna be such a pain in the ass. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. It's one of those fucking apps that like ties itself to your motherboard. So you gotta fucking deregister it and then deregister all the voice banks and then download it again, the new one. And you get all of them, but then sometimes they're like, actually, you didn't deregister this one properly. So you have to go back to the other one and then it goes like, you don't have this software installed. So you have to install it again on the old computer and then uninstall it, unregister it, uninstall it, back up to the new computer. Ugh. I've done this like 4 times now. Real piece of shit program. Or I can just keep it on my old computer and just use the old computer whenever I need to use the Vocaloid program. I guess that's also possible. It's funny that you mentioned that, aren't you a writer? I don't think I've ever needed to ask for anything for my writing. It's such an easy thing to do for completely free. It's pretty sick nasty with it, I gotta say. Open Google Docs. Personally, I don't prefer Google Docs because it's too bright. But it is really bright. It is really bright. I like the program I use now, but it's very difficult to share any of that with someone else because it's tied to my like account, which is once again tied to a machine. So the only person who can see it is me. And the only difference between that and how I usually write is that even if I wanted to share it, I can't. So but I really like the way it works, so I'm not changing. Unless there's like a better free program. By the way, it's free. That's a big one. Even like writing software is free. Yeah, I know. Like, I know like every hobby has its free and paid programs. Your damn data center is full. That is kind of the problem with being in Cactuar or Aether. I'm trying to think. Like, video games have their own shit that's free. Especially if you're not doing it for commercial. That's a lot of paid stuff too. Music has its own free options. Writing obviously does. I use them, so I know that for sure. 3D modeling has Blender, which is the world's best open source program. Like, painting has like a billion options. I'm going to say GIMP because that's what I use, but there are a lot more options. It's wild that it's free for hobbyists. Yep. Like there's a lot of really good tools out there. And for most people, the main problem is that they either A, don't have the time to express themselves with these tools, or they are like, what's the best word to put it? Jailed, kept completely fucking held hostage by Adobe because they decided to get into content creation before the free softwares existed. So they're like, oh yeah, I know how to use Photoshop, so I'm going to continue to use Photoshop. Oh yeah. And all that fun stuff. I've only used one Adobe program in my life. And I don't remember the name of it. No longer exists. That's all I know. Or if it does exist, it's part of that stupid fucking stuff. Media production classes. You had media production classes in your school? What the fuck? Photoshop and InDesign. I've used none of them. That's right. I'm really cool. I've never used Photoshop. I've literally have always used GIMP. GIMP has been around since I've done any kind of photo editing. So that's all I've used. For all the video stuff I've done for YouTube, I used, get this, Window Movie Maker. I know, I'm so fucking cool. Window Movie Maker. Once again, free programs, man. Shout out to the fucking absolute bangers of free programs that exist out there. The people who make them are truly like a cut above. From the Shrek, yeah, I once used the movie maker from the Shrek 3 DVD extras. Yo, based. Obviously, I've used the Vocaloid software a lot, but that's not free. In fact, that is very expensive. Which is why I'm like, fuck, I need to move that over. But back in my day, people actually used the Utao engine as like a replacement. Now, granted, the Utao engine is one of the ugliest looking things on the planet, but it fucking worked. And it was free, which was very important. Yeah. This music is driving me crazy. There is no music. There's nothing. Bunny, what are you hearing? There's no music on my screen. I have like 4-inch ambiance and that's it. Oh, never mind. I found it, Lamau. I think one of the craziest things of all time was when I was still doing Vocaloid and Utao stuff. I once was in like direct contact with one of the people that made the Utaos that I was using. They were very appreciative of me doing that. And that was pretty cool. That was a long fucking time ago now. Now we're both old. Fuck, now we're both really old. Fucking laugh. Yeah. We got 24 mastodon pelts. I'm trying to think. Anything else? Free programs I've used in my time. Shout out to every IDE that's free. Shout out to, what is it? Visual Code Studio? For being like way too fucking good for being a free product. That's a Microsoft product too, isn't it? That's kind of crazy. Well, with Visual Studio Code, C#, you will not find a language that doesn't work well with Visual Studio. It's so good. It's like maybe one of the best coding programs I ever used. In fact, it's still the only one I use because I like it so much. I've used like Java IDEs, C IDEs, C++ IDEs, and all of them I'm just like, Visual Studio. Code. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? It's so good. Now if I'm doing anything, I just download the proper plugins for Visual Studio. And I'm like, okay, done. Let's do this shit. We love a good free program. And the people that keep that shit running, those are the real fucking heroes in our society. Clap. True. What else? What else? Free programs that are fucking awesome. There's things like Steam, but that's like, is that free? Is that free? No. Is Steam free? I don't know. It's free to download. But Steam is really good. I think PC gaming wouldn't be where it is without Steam. So, shout out to Steam. Shout out to Gabe. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm like trying to think. There's gotta be more. Eternites? Fuck's Eternites. I don't have Epic on my computer. I just remembered. Oh, that game. Mao. But yeah, I don't have Epic on this computer, and I don't feel like trying to sign in. That's basically a Loop 8 level game. No. People would describe. When I looked it up, people were like, "It's like a 6 out of 10 game." I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. You gotta go at least 2 levels lower. 4 out of 10. I don't want game that you can immediately identify the positive and negatives for. I want game that's like so murky in what is good and what is bad that you're just like, this must be bad. There's some music. But maybe I'll download the Epic Game Store. Even though I don't really like the Epic Game Store. I need to get it for fucking Fortnite anyway, don't I? That's kind of annoying. Oh well. I guess it's something I needed to do anyway. I'm really excited for this game you found though, Bunny. I think it might be just the right amount of bad. We'll see though. We'll see. Now get out of here. I hope it is. Yeah, me too, because no matter how I get it, it's going to be costing a little bit too much. But, you know, 30% off is 30% off. I'm not going to complain too much. Half an hour left to stream, huh? Nodders. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, I've run out of free things that I've used in my life. Oh, OBS! How the fuck could I forget OBS? OBS kind of important. Just a little bit important. In reality, it's kind of like a new-ish thing in my life compared to all the other ones. Remember Fraps? Oh, don't die. Fraps was like the first like usable like screen sharing tech. I know XSplit. Kate used XSplit for the longest time. Like actually, she paid for that shit for the longest time. But OBS stays like absolutely winning. Like what a good program. Now it has its moments where it's really fucking silly, but like how it would blue screen my old computer. But these days, it's pretty stable. Especially on the new computer. Which I'm very thankful for. What was the other? There was something else. Not Fraps, not XSplit, not OBS. That used to be used for streaming. What was it? Like, not recording, just streaming. Everything was gonna be blue screening. It really did feel that way, didn't it? Like, was Bandicam just recording? Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's Bandicam though. Like, this might be the world's only PC tax write-off that's ever valid, because my actual PC that I used for streaming was going to die. Like, you could see on stream that it was going to die. It wasn't just hiccuping. My ass was having like freezing during Isaac. That game is like 12 years old. Ugh. Yeah. Well, now my current computer, after like it's had some time to like do stuff, is running very well. I'm really enjoying it. Do I have some visual artifacting sometimes? Yeah, but that's only when like a game is like hanging, if that makes sense. Like it's not closing properly. My GPU is like, what the fuck do I do? But then once it closes properly, my GPU recovers and is like, okay, sorry about that. So understandable. But it's crazy. My GPU fans just do not turn on for most games. It's so nuts. I put it under like 100% load and my GPU never went above like 56 degrees Celsius. Like my GPU's getting cool. My CPU, on the other hand, is not supposed to like be under 100% load. I have an air cooling system, like just two big ass heat sinks. And while that's good for like basically all usages other than 100%, at 100% it does start to heat up quite a bit. It doesn't get too hot. I think the most I got to was like 76 degrees Celsius, which is pretty good at 100%, but not ideal. I'm pretty sure if I looked at my GPU temps, even though I have a game running and everything I have going on right here, it would still be at like normal idle temps. It's kind of crazy. Now, granted, that's because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fans running right now at all times. So, you know, I have 6 in mine. Yeah, I have a lot of fans. There was one thing that my old computer did not have, and it was airflow. Like, I did the best I could with the 2 fans I had. But now I got 10 case fans and then 2 fans on the air cooler. Like, I got fans this time. I might have too many fans because it's actually making the area around it colder rather than hotter. Like Kate was saying, computers should be toasters. Mine's an AC unit right now. Let me see. The air coming out of the back where the CPU is dumping it is like 50 degrees, man. It's cold. Yeah. Very nice. And the problems that Kate's having with her 5080 just kind of justifies me not getting that pre-built with the 5080 in it. I just... Nah. I don't like that cable, that 12 volt. Hell no. I just don't trust that shit. But if you are looking for a new computer and you have like 2K to spend and you have a Micro Center near you, They have like a 2K build with like really good specs and a 5080 in it. That shit's like criminally like a good price. Like it's as good as my computer. It just has like a worse. I'm not really doing all that. Well, I'm just saying. It's like two things. What are you talking about? Not really doing all that. I think the price of my computer is a little bit inflated because I got like a bunch of extra shit. Like I got 6 fans, a fan hub, and a monitor, which added to the price a lot. These fans were not cheap. They were very expensive. They motherfucking nickel and dime you, but instead of nickels and dimes, it's $10 bills, man. $50 bills. And the RAM, oh my God. If I showed you the stick of RAM I have, it has like the price tags that they've been updating it with. Think you got ripped off on fans? I didn't. That's the fucked up part. I mean, you hear that? Their mom died? No. You hear that? Chat, you hear that? I'm pointing you towards the PC. No, right? Pretty good. Now, when I start my computer up before the software gets in, my case does sound like it's a fucking jet engine. But once like the fan curves kick in and it's no longer thinks it's gonna die immediately. Yeah, mine does that too. Yup. It's so nice. It's quieter than my old PC, which had 1 fan. Well, it had 2 fans. 2 fans, and I need a new spot. God damn it. A whole lot of water spots. There's this place up there. I wonder if that's a place I could go. I'm running in my room at all times, so I don't really notice. See, I could use this as a box fan. All I would need to do is point the exhaust towards wherever the fuck I need the fucking air. This thing's moving. Air. It's moving so much air. But I really like it. I like my new computer a lot. I've gotten over like the fact that like it's a new computer that I spent a bunch of money on, and now I'm just like, yippee! Can I fish here? I can! My old computer's still here and sometimes I forget that I have a new computer and I turn on the old one. I keep it plugged in so that my SSDs don't lose power, so that they can keep all the information I have on them. I know. I'm really thinking ahead here. But yeah. What I really got ripped off with was the RAM price. Let me tell you. RAM was expensive. The GPU wasn't that expensive, but it was still more expensive than like it probably could have been. But it looks very nice. Looks very, very nice. Big fan, big fan. Me describing my computer. It's a big fan. All right, I'm home. Hell yeah. What's up, gamer? Big fan. Projector. True. What's up? Nothing much, Tomato. We're just talking about my computer and how my old one was about to fucking die if I kept using it the way I was. Oh, so this case is fucking big. It's like 40% bigger than my old one. Kinda crazy. Tomato curry. Yes, I'm talking to you! I'm going to play, Too Many Types 2 Alpharad's ROM hack. Not on stream, on my own. And I'm asking people to give me a Pokemon that if it shows up, I have to use. So if you want to add a Pokemon into the mix, feel free. I do love using Pokemon I typically would never use. Farfetch'd or Surfetch'd? Well, those are two different Pokemon. Do you mean Farfetch'd Galar / Surfetch'd or Farfetch'd Cantonian? Yes. Don't you yes me? I can put in, I'll put in a Galarian Farfetch. How about that? There you go. That is a Pokemon I've never used before. I always get a new appreciation for certain Pokemon when I do something like this. But most of the time, it's not like in a in a sense like the bad Pokemon that I end up finding myself liking. It's other good Pokemon that I just happen to not like. I use them, I'm like, wow, this is really good. There was one ROM hack where I had a fucking Great Tusk with Ice Scales and Gigantamax. And I was like, this shit's great. I love this Pokemon now. Zacian's another one from Pokerogue. Pokerogue, I definitely have some Pokemon I like a lot more because of Pokerogue. And Zacian's the one that comes to mind immediately though. Because it's really good. Who would have guessed the Sword Dog is good? Let me think. Foxfire is playing Warframe. Okay. Have fun. I'm kind of running a blank. Here's a question for you. Is there any Pokemon that's been around for a long time now? Let's say like pre-DS era. So up to Gen 3 that you've never used before on a team. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't think I've ever used like Zangoose or its rivals, Sir Viper. It's because they're kind of in a fucking weird spot. I wouldn't mind using a Zangoose. Maybe I'll put that on my team if it shows up. The Viper I never used because it's a poison type, and I haven't liked the poison type for a while. I don't think I've used Illumise or Volbeat ever. I've used Exploud, Ninjask, I've used Castform, I've used Milotic, I've used Wishcash, Tropius I've used. Why is it always Gen 3 that comes to mind? Probably because the Pokedex is so good, I'm like, it'll be pretty difficult for me to find something. I've used Claydol. Wailord I've used. Why not? I don't think I have, but that's because it's why not. And also it's on Mirage Island. That's fucked up. Metagross I've obviously used. It's crazy. Flygon I've obviously used. It's awesome. Aggron I've used. It's awesome. Sableye I've used because it doesn't have weaknesses. Mawile I've used even before it was good. Like defensively when it was just a steel type. I've used Hariyama before and I was very pleasantly surprised with how good that Pokemon is. Medicham? I don't think I've ever used Medicham, but I don't like the way the Medicham looks. That's probably why. Kinda ugly. Wow. I always forget Skarmory's Gen 2. Skarmory's Gen 2. I just think about it because Steven Stone's Skarmory is like iconic. Have I ever used Torkoal before? I don't think so. Huh. That's weird. Watcha. Kecleon? I think I've used Kecleon before. Have I ever used the Reggies? Like, I get they're like a legendary and they're like kind of post-gamey, but the Reggies. The Reggies. Huh. My favorite Reggie is Registeel. I think that's the best looking one. I love the way Regirock sounds. And Regice is there. Being a pure ice type is suffering, as we all know. Latios. I've used both of them. Rayquaza, obviously. If you were a kid growing up with Gen 3 and you didn't think Rayquaza was the coolest shit, I literally don't know what to tell you. They fucking killed it with the Gen 3 legendaries. They all look fucking sick. Yeah, Registeel is just kind of the best. Yeah. I think, what were the fucking Gen 2 legendaries? Ho-Ho, Lugia, and then the 3 elemental dogs? I know that's not what they're called. They're like the legendary beast or whatever, but I don't know. They don't feel very legendary. Like, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza feel legendary. They're really the first Pokemon that kind of feel legendary. Like, Mewtwo is man-made. Ho-Ho and Lugia are birds. And the dogs are like dogs. But these are like giant continental mover and huge fish in control of the ocean and giant sky serpent. That's real legendary shit. It's urban legendary? That's kind of true, yeah. I can give you that. But like real legends, like Pokemon of like global scale, I feel like the Gen 3 Weather Trio is absolutely the first ones that feel that way. Gen 4, Palkia and Dialga and Giratina are obviously pretty legendary in their own respects. Gen 5, the two dragons are kind of lame. I'm gonna be super real with you. They look very silly. That way? That could be true. I haven't really seen Ho-Ho in 3D, to be honest. It's been a minute. Let me see. Gen 6 legendaries. I'm gonna be honest, Xerneas does kind of feel like a legendary. Yveltal seems more like a mythical to me. But Zygarde is weird. I don't know. Gen 7 is Solgaleo, Lunala, Necrozma, the light trio. I think Lunala and Solgaleo don't read as legendaries because of the way the story unfolds with them. You don't really see them as like these beasts of like huge dimensional power that they actually are. But Necrozma absolutely feels like a legendary in the Ultra games. Gen 8, the dogs. They're dogs. I mean, they'd be heroes, right? They definitely more feel like local legends than like global legends, if that makes sense. Which I think is actually a cool way to do it. And then Gen 9 legendaries. Ogerpon, Miraidon, Koraidon. Those definitely don't feel like legendaries. Terrapagos. Terrapagos definitely does with its terrestrial form. And then the three dogs. Not really. Not really. Yeah. I guess it's because they've gone over so many different fucking things that it's hard to make a legendary with its own domain like they used to, but counterpoint, it kind of worked with Galar, so just do it again. Simply do it twice. Aren't legendaries? They absolutely are. They absolutely are legendaries. Distortions of Cyclizar? So? The game's internal system does not care about their origin. It slaps on that legendary tag in their code and that's it. Like, Ogerpon is literally just, like, a thing that lived in a cave and got real mad one time. Because some assholes killed her best friend. She's just a dude. Trying to live their best life. Also love the fact that canonically, like, Ogerpon absolutely dumpstered the loyal three. kind of it's really hard to take the loyal three as legendaries, even though they technically are. They're just so fucking dumb and boring. And once again, they got dumpstered by Ogerpon in the past, so that doesn't help. But yeah, Terapagos is obviously like the big legendary of Gen 9. Like, it's kind of fucked up that it's in the fucking DLC, but ignore that. Ignore that you have to pay money to access the actual legendary of Gen 9. That's kind of true for Gen 8 too, huh? Got the dogs, you got Hubfu, and then Reggie Alecki, Reggie Drago, Calyrex. Calyrex is kind of legendary coded, for sure. I mean, it is literally, they're legendary. But it has like the same kind of vibe as the dogs. I'll give Gen 8 that. He's got that going for it. Urshifu's definitely the odd one out. That feels like it was just made to piss off competitive players. Fuck you. Oh shit, the stream's almost over. I literally could talk about Pokemon for fucking hours, couldn't I? That's kind of pathetic. Ba-da-bum-bum. I got 2 minutes left. What else can I talk about? Jamie! I need a Pokemon from you before I leave. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be playing on my own the Alpha Rads Too Many Types 2. So I'm asking people for Pokemon I normally wouldn't use in a playthrough, and I'm gonna be using them if they show up. That's anyway. Everyone else already gave me something. Bolton. Nope, I've used both of those before. You gotta dig deeper. Fuck, dude, Heliolisk? I have horrible news for you. I've used Heliolisk before. Mag Cargo? Now you're talking. Okay. I don't think I've ever used Mag Cargo. See, you got one. It didn't even take you that many attempts, to be honest. Let's fucking Mag Cargo. Oh, hell yeah. Now, I know the reason why I haven't used Mag Cargo is because it's bad. But, you know, too many types, maybe it's actually pretty baller now. Who knows? We'll see. You know, I know the real. Okay, what time is it? 10:01. Okay, one last thing I'm gonna say about Pokemon. Okay. I know the reason why I haven't used Smart Cargo, because you're not getting it in Gen 2 at all. Just forget about it. And then, so most people think Mad Cargo is a Gen 3 Pokemon because you can get it fairly easily, like Slugma and Magcargo in Gen 3. But it's in the same area as Torkoal and Numel, who are both better fire types. So there's no way you would ever use Mad Cargo over those two. Truly, Mad Cargo really do be living the bad life, but I don't know. He's on the list now. If he shows up before the other ones, we'll see. All right. That's all I have to say. I think I've had this discussion about Mad Cargo like multiple times before, which is the most fucked up part about my life. Let's head back to my house. Put back on Machinist. Let's enter my house. Very important. I do this every time I log on now. Ba 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 bum 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 bum. Some Final Fantasy 16 music for us. Ad break starts in 5 minutes? Hell no. You don't get no more ads. Have yourself one of these. Bonnie, did you give me a Pokemon? Yeah, you did. A Lola. I remember. From the ad break? Yeah. This is a really cool list, actually. I like it a lot. We'll see how much I can get from it. Hell yeah. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow for more Elden Ring Randomizer. Yippee! Until then, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye. Bye.